fucking shit.
Oh, Chris LaCour.
24 seconds worth of quality swearing. It's a. It was 24 seconds.
24 seconds, and that was one episode.
That was one episode because LaCour is known to spout out a few choice words.
What the RAs would call
LaCour
bad
can put
word
any
choice.
sailor to shame. I believe.
Yeah, he makes Deadwood look like Sesame Street.
He does.
He swears a lot, so I decided to like take an episode and
The funny thing is that I know what he's talking about.
and just string together a bunch of profanity and just.
Just so you get a little taste of what you missed last week.
Yeah, if you're missing LaCour, you got it in 24 seconds, including him holding up the Free the Genesis sign, saying "fucking," which I think is really
That's my favorite part.
It's really funny, completely out of context. I think that's what they should have done on that day of action last week. To just hold up the sign and just yelled "fuck" at the same time. Maybe we could do a commercial for this episode, just of us.
How many times do we say Halo 3 or something like that?
Yeah, so
Halo 3, Halo.
Halo 3, Halo 3, Halo 3, Master Chief, Halo 3, Halo 3.
TV,
Cortana.
Heroes.
So yeah, Simpsons and Family Guy, they had their premieres.
Ryan Diesel missed out on The Simpsons and Family Guy.
I was at the hospital, so I couldn't get to see it. So mad.
Was it for that injury?
Yes, it was.
That's too bad.
That sucked.
At
Anyway,
least you didn't lose it.
Simpsons, the episode was
Get you afterwards.
was average, but I think the intro definitely made it.
Yeah, they had to reference the movie.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
Which was a good movie, definitely worth checking out whenever that comes out on DVD. Probably,
November like
Yeah,
15th. I think.
it would have to come out around Christmas time. So
Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to keep the show completely separate from the movie or sort of reference it in the show.
yeah,
I'm kind of glad that they did.
Yeah.
yes, South Park. I think they'll probably do the same thing. Like they'll probably like reference it here and there, but not like do full out.
Yeah,
See, I don't remember. 'Cause
The
South
storyline
Park-
was never really. The movie was just this random separate storyline.
It was like a
TV
music.
show.
Yeah, like they got into a war with Canada. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
but they
the
also
storyline-
referenced it when they did a Terrence and Phillip like Behind the Blow, where they talked about.
Oh yeah.
And they started a war which actually resulted in 15 million civilian casualties.
That's right. Yep.
And they, Saddam Hussein, whenever he came up, they
Yeah,
had, like,
he
his
was in like a
line,
love affair with the devil.
which
Yeah,
is just
that kept
which
going.
is just
That was
genius. I think
Yes.
that's like one of the most brilliant parts of that whole movie.
That love song that Satan sings.
Yeah.
But I mean, The Simpsons. I mean, South Park never really like followed. The storyline was never followed from the movie, which The Simpsons.
Well, it kind of was because there's like that sequel episode almost where Saddam shows up in hell
Yeah.
again, and like he's trying to get
Chris.
back together with Satan, and like Chris is like Satan's new boyfriend or something. That was Chris.
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 You ever hear like the story of where they got the idea of the voice for Satan?
No.
It was like in like Hellraiser 4, where like Pinhead was remembering like his childhood, and he's like, "Oh yes, I remember."
Isn't Chris? I always thought Chris
It
was
was
supposed
so
to be the Chris.
ridiculous.
I always thought Chris was supposed to be like Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC or something. Like I always thought that's who it was. On
Well,
South
it could
Park.
be, but since he didn't die, I don't know.
That's true.
Well, Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein did
di-
die.
well, he
It wasn't
died
dead
later.
during the movie.
Oh yeah,
He
not
wasn't
for a
mauled
while.
by a pack of wild boars, and the world was still happy to be rid of him. But yeah,
Family Guy.
Family Guy. Yes, they got
Absolutely hilarious.
nerd paradise right there. They
Nerd Paradise,
they remade the A New Hope.
which is technically the first Star Wars.
It's technically
Yep.
the first movie. You know, and they had like had
The-
all.
They got like Lucasfilm allowed them to use all the sound effects, all the music.
Yeah.
it was,
Really?
It was awesome.
Yeah, they
But
were.
I heard there's one thing that they did it under one request that they toned down the incest jokes between Luke and Leia. So
Well, the scrolling part.
the scrolling part was so good.
I mean, like Angelina Jolie made out with her brother, and like everyone was.
I love
Dude,
I
have you
love
seen
the beginning when
movie
it was just
Gia?
like
I saw it one night late on night on
Yeah.
HBO. It's so awesome.
The beginning, it was like it's a time of
She's
time
naked
of
in like whole movie.
it's like it's a time of civil war and floating renegade paragraphs. I think my favorite part was when they're shooting at the TIE fighters, and Chris goes, why do they call them TIE fighters? And Peter just goes, you got me, kid. And then they show you, I cannot say it, why they call them TIE fighters, because no trouble with any groups on campus, but it involves Asian people.
Yeah, it was
And there's an Asian person
a
driving
politically incorrect joke.
Very politically incorrect joke.
Yeah, it's a homophone.
I don't want to get busted.
We have
sorry.
nothing. We're not.
Nothing. I'm just quoting. I'm just saying the movie.
Family
I didn't quote it because I didn't want people to
makes
think
fun of everything, so it's not really. You can't really.
It was it's such a good episode though. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was definitely good. Nerds. It's like just such a good nerd episode.
I heard there's
and
a rumor.
At the end, they made a reference to Seth Green's Robot Chicken.
Yep.
Doing a Star Wars episode over the summer. And it's like, yeah, you did a Star Wars episode over the summer.
And what's funny about it is that Seth Green is the voice of Chris, so it's not like they're gonna. So a lot of people, like a friend of mine, or I think with Vicky was like, "Oh, do you think they're gonna make fun of? Or do you think Robot Chicken's gonna make fun of it now?" I'm like, probably not, because Seth Green probably came up with that.
I picture nobody watches that. It's like, we're the hierarchy.
I read online today that apparently that one did so well that I guess it was like the highest rated Family Guy since like it came back from its hiatus or from when it got canceled. And
which time?
The
first one.
First time when it
when
went
they came back for season 4.
When they petitioned to bring it back, it was like the highest one since
after
then.
the 3 years.
After.
And apparently, they're thinking about for next year. The season opener will be Empire Strikes Back, and they're thinking about doing it kind of like The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah.
Where like each year will be a different Star Wars movie that they make fun of.
That would be cool.
That would be so good.
I would totally not care if they rehash that.
And you know they will have a field day when they get to episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah.
You know it's gonna be. Oh my god, that's gonna be so great.
Yeah, those movies have such a big influence on like all the nerds who are now like making the cartoons and like
J.J.
making all the money.
Abrams.
All the huge.
The nerds have inherited the earth.
Yeah, they get picked on in school and then they run entertainment.